Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's break down The Walking Dead Season 7 trailer. Now, this is just a quick breakdown to point out a few tidbits in each different clip, and I put the clips together instead of playing the trailer out fully. It's going to replay certain clips. You'll see it. Yesterday, to celebrate 80,000 subscribers, huge thank you, but I wanted to upload a ton of videos, a ton of content, and I was able to upload like 7 or 8 videos yesterday. Here's the 5 main ones I did in the middle of the day pertaining to The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, and I did some even after putting this image together, so check out the playlist in the eye up here, or check out the playlist in the video description, or just click on Megapath Presents down below and then look at the video log. You'll be able to catch up on the previous videos. Alright, so the first clip is Carol and Morgan going to the kingdom for the very first time. She's got to be up there either slumped on a horse, that might be her, or in front of Morgan she's laying over the horse, which might be kind of painful. I'm not sure. You know what? No, that might be a dead body of one of their people. But I think she's slumped on a horse up there. And this is the inside of the sanctuary. This is the Savior's compound. People with letters might be from different communities, and no, that is not Daryl to the right. Everyone is saying that, but you could clearly see that is a walker. With the bucket over the walker's head, it looks like that's their safety precaution to set these walkers up as a security measure around the compound. That's what we're looking at. And then we just see Dwight eating a sandwich. He's probably looking out over the sanctuary as they're doing that. Maybe he's going to talk to Daryl. Anyway, he pulls a gun on this dude. I believe this scene connects with the other scenes we're going to see, except for I can't place the blood on his face. I think that's the only time we see blood on his face. We don't get much out of this, but I know a lot of people are saying this that I thought was Rosita when I made the video yesterday. A lot of people are saying that's the Savior from Season 6, and they're showing me images of a guy in a beard. I'm looking at this clip and I don't see it. It might not be Rosita. It could be a Savior. That's absolutely fine. But this does not look like that dude with a beard. I'm seeing so many different suggestions, and people are saying it's definitely this. It's definitely this. I like doing discussions and keeping it open. When it looks like it's definitely somebody, I'll jump on it and be like, I am confident. But to be honest, I'm not confident here. That looks like Rosita at times. It looks like it could be there's a Savior woman at times. It does not look like it's a Savior with a beard, and that other dark, shadowy figure could also be a Savior, but it could also be Rosita and Glenn on their knees. And you see the two figures there. So I'm not sold that it's the Saviors, but I think it's definitely possible. But it's still interesting. The blood here on Lucille, oh man, it's going to be so brutal. I cannot wait. And then we got Carol. Hard to place where she's at, but I'm disappointed. It looks like that's just a flesh wound on her arm. I'm really disappointed. I thought she got hurt pretty good. She'd have to heal and kind of heal inside as well as out, if you know what I mean. Now, here's an epic scene that's pulled right from the comic, but it's disappointing for fans that want Carl with Negan here, because in the comic, it's Negan and Carl. When they walk in, the guy kneels, and Negan is like, oh, see that? Respect, yada, yada, yada. So this is pretty damn cool. I like this. Not much to pull from it, except for, yeah, this is probably at the sanctuary where their community is, but it looks badass, though. So badass. And then this is Sherry. This connects to another scene we'll see. This is one of Negan's wives. This is the girl we saw last season with Dwight. Probably Morgan just with Carol here, having a convo. I can't get anything from this. Next is Spencer. I think this confirms his comic book connection to the storyline. We're going to stay spoiler free. The smoke, I can't place it yet. We're going to keep that in mind with the smoke, because that's interesting. Now, I think this might be Rick's point of view. I think Rick comes into Alexandria. Shit has hit the fan. I think Spencer started something that he wasn't ready for. And this might be Rick's point of view, where he comes in, sees Negan just chilling, and if you look at Olivia, she looks like something gross or foul or something shitty just happened prior. Now, Negan might be mean to her at this point, so that could be it too, but I think Spencer might have started shit. So we might get that craziness early on in like episode 3 or 4 or something like that. So he's chilling. Now, this broken arm walker's awesome. I love the walkers. And I think this one might have fallen off the overpass. We'll see coming up. Now, here's Negan. That is not Daryl. That is not Maggie behind him. It could be, I'll give you that. But in my opinion, I do not believe that's either one of them. And I believe this is at Alexandria and he's talking to Rick. Now, this Dwight looking up. We have all the bodies around and I believe this is an overpass and the bodies are falling down. Now, in the comic book, Jesus is spying on Dwight and a walker gets too close and he throws the walker over. I think they're adapting that to the screen. I really do. And I think that's what we see here. It could be something different, but I think that's what we see here. Now, with these car wrecks, everything we see with a car chasing, hitting, the gunfire, I think this is all one scene where we saw Dwight with the busted up head and he pulls the gun on this guy. I think they're robbing this guy of something. Maybe he's from a different community. It's really hard to put my finger on it. This is cool because I just realized that is frickin' Ezekiel carrying a ladder. If you look in the background, you have this guy who looks like he's from the kingdom in the car. Then you have this walker up against the window, and I don't know what the hell's going on because it looks like there's a walker right behind him. And then you have Ezekiel and some unknown guy from the kingdom, it looks like, carrying a ladder, but there's other walkers there. So I cannot figure out if they're using the ladder as like a barricade to keep the walkers away and they're going to ram into the walkers and get the guy out of the car, or what they're going to do. But this looks awesome. That's definitely him. You can see the feather in his ear, his hair. You can see his sword cane. This is cool. And we got to remember that for if we get other parts of the story we can piece together. But here's the guy next to a car. He could be the one in the car, but he's got a gun here. This could have led to him getting trapped in the car. So I'm not really sure, but he's definitely from the kingdom. That looks pretty cool. Can't really see much more other than the fence there. Here's the walker I think gets thrown down by Jesus, possibly, and lands in front of Dwight or behind Dwight or something, gets Dwight's attention, and then Dwight looks up. I think they're definitely putting that on screen. Morgan again in a fresh shirt after healing up at the kingdom or resting the night. And again, this with Dwight, I think this is all connected where Dwight is hunting down this one guy or a couple guys. And yeah, that might be Daryl's vest. Everyone's pointing that out. As far as the pig scene, not sure where that's at. And the kingdom members, I think they're just clearing out walkers on their way to the kingdom. Then this is the hilltop getting attacked. I still believe that, definitely. And I think this is the same night that Negan kills one of the survivors. And when they get to the hilltop, it's under attack. So we might see one of the survivors get killed, and then we're going to see the hilltop being attacked, like when we come back from commercial. And then the survivors are going to get to the hilltop as they're, finishing off this attack. Because we see people hanging from the rafters in the background. They might be a message. So the saviors gave them a spanking, maybe. For right now, I'm thinking all the car stuff probably goes together. And then Morgan, here's what I'm talking about. He's just clearing the way to the kingdom. Epic image of Negan bashing a walker's head out front of Alexandria, and this is similar to the comic where Negan's like, see, you give me half your stuff and we cleared out this area. Take a little walk around Alexandria because we just cleared it out. It's safe for you now. We did our part, now pay us. Is Jesus following or spying on some of the saviors? Maybe Jesus is following one of the guys, or maybe Dwight even. I do believe this is Carol meeting Ezekiel for the first time. That's why she says what she says, how this is fantastic. No, I don't think Carol's going crazy. I think she's being legit. She sees a guy talking to her on a stage with a tiger, and she's just loving it, Here's inside the Savior's compound called the Sanctuary, and it looks like Dwight is grabbing this guy like he might have done something wrong. Dwight might be grabbing this guy, and this guy might be getting punished, and we might actually see what happens, Imagine Dwight has to go grab him, and they're going to burn him too, and then we'll see what happened to Dwight. And I think Daryl might be there, and Daryl's going to see it, and Daryl will finally know, damn, Dwight was in the same position we are. I mean, Dwight killed Denise, and I'm still pissed that that happened, but he's in the position we are now, knowing that the person he loves is with Negan right now, and he's between a rock and a hard place. So this might connect together somehow, because he does grab him. Yeah, he could be walking past him, but it does look like he's snatching him up, and this is Dwight talking with Sherry. We saw her last season when they were on the run in episode 6. And it looks like they're sneaking around because she's with Dwight. She's with Negan now. She's one of his wives. And he's got to sneak to talk to her. And I think they're really going to go in deep and really make us feel for Dwight in this position. You know what I mean? Now here's a Walker that is epic, pulling himself off of one of the spikes. Not totally off, but probably just standing up. Maybe they show us how they're setting up the exterior of the sanctuary. Here's Negan going to Alexandria for the first time to get his supplies. That's badass. And then this is Ezekiel talking to Carol, I believe, and that's why she said, I don't know what's going on in the most fantastic way, or something like that. He looks pretty good for Ezekiel. I like that. He looks awesome. Here is the kingdom. Looks fantastic. Carol is in the wheelchair being pushed by Morgan. No, that's not Maggie down there. Everyone else is new members to us. It looks gorgeous, though. I love the way the kingdom's set up. And then I still think this is just an extended part of them getting back to the kingdom. So Morgan and Carol probably are off screen or ahead of them here. And the smoke, I can't put my finger on the smoke, but this Walker looks weird. And these trucks piling out. Look at the truck, how it has that wooden thing in the back. That's very important. It looks like Ezekiel and them are going on a run somewhere, so they might bring Morgan with them. And that makes sense if we see Morgan cleaned up in a blue shirt smacking the Walker. This is them leaving the kingdom, I believe. You have the guard up top. You could see him up top where the house is. Now here's just Enid looking. There's car crashes. Not really sure what's going on there. We have a crazy Walker face. And there's the smoke again, We have Ezekiel here. I think this is Ezekiel on the run. And someone got hurt or killed. He looks like pretty pissed off. And he has his sword cane, and he's probably stabbing a Walker in the head. That looks crazy. Look at his hair. It looks like it's morphing, doesn't it? That's nuts. Yeah, I think this is one of the kingdom people that we've already seen. Bottom right-hand corner. And then again, here's all the truck and the car scenes. I believe at this time, I do believe a lot of those scenes are happening at the same time. And here we're going to have to, again, look at the box of the truck, the wooden back. That is the same that we seen when the trucks were leaving the kingdom. Here we see a guy with like a freaking battle axe. He's one of the kingdom members. I think Morgan is probably in one of the trucks with them. Ezekiel's clearly there in front. So again, too, keep in mind, I do believe that's all Ezekiel and them going on a run. And I love that Ezekiel, the leader, goes on the run with them. I hope that's the case. This is Gregory opening the window, looking at his place being attacked. I think that, or maybe it's just a message. A lot of people are saying this is Daryl. I think this is Dwight, and I think you know what? Did Jesus set that up? Maybe he put something in the road to help him crash, slow him down, so Jesus can follow him? I don't know. And then we got at the kingdom. His guard there now is in some kind of red hotel jacket or something. Not really much to get out of this. Here's the Saviors, and T-Dog is back there. I know he is. That is definitely T-Dog. And they look like they're geared up for war. They are either sending a message or they are gearing up for war. And it's really hard to pinpoint where they are. It really does look like the hilltop. Not really sure what's going on here. Jesus doing a jump kick here, and I still believe this is at night. This is probably when he first jumped out, kicked a Walker, and started fighting the other Walkers. The roar here could just be in the trailer, but most likely it is Ezekiel and the lion, tiger. Yeah, lion. The tiger talking to Carol. So at the end here, a lot of people are saying they hear a scream or something. Negan is doing a laugh, and then they slow it down. So it's really just Negan's laugh. He has this where he's breathing in and he goes to laugh. I'll just say this real quick with Tara's clips. No, I do not believe this is Tara and the Whisperers. I don't believe it at all. I don't get it. I don't know why people are pushing for the Whisperers so early. But no, I think that would be one of the biggest writing mistakes they could do is to insert the Whisperers this early. So this is clearly another living person that she's hiding from. And there was an altercation at this point already, or else she wouldn't be hiding and looking so scared. And the person looks like she just has a bag. So they could all of them could just be people looking for supplies, to be honest with you. Now this right here, I'm seeing a lot of people say this is Whisper skins being dried out. I don't know. Someone said that with the dirt. And this looks like just a construction site where people had an accident, got killed, or maybe on supply runs and got buried in dirt. And this is a pop-up zombie surprise. That's all I see here. I don't see anything where people are drying skins. Because look at it. It looks like a construction area. Maybe it looks like there's military vehicles there. So, I don't know. That could be anything. Yeah, so I think we'll see a solo episode probably. Now, this is the clip that I thought was Sasha. And then after I made that video, I'm like, you know what? It can't be Sasha. So I went back to it to get a second look. And I'm looking at it again and I'm like, damn, that looks just like Sasha. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, the hair, Sasha doesn't wear her hair like that. Like, ever. Not on the TV show. So it's not the hair, but it's the expression and the look. It looks like Sasha. Now, a lot of her face is covered up by the gun and her hair, but damn, it looks like Sasha. But no, chances are this is probably not Sasha, even though that's a freaking look-alike. If you look at the camouflage on the box, if you look at the military vehicles, it looks like Heath and Tara made a supply run and they hit up some kind of, I don't know, military outpost or a mini FEMA camp, something like that. And this is not that telling. They look cool, calm, and collected. This girl here with the shotgun could be the girl that's hunting. You know what? What is that? Now, it's hard to tell, but if you look at this where the girl is shooting the gun at Tara, you can actually see the path here. You can see there is a little tent or something. Those are not just regular woods. All the way to the right of the screen, it looks like a little hut or hideout, and it looks like it has like military, you know, where they use for the snipers use those suits or whatever they are. It looks like there's a lot of hunting / military camouflage being used in the woods here. There's a trail leading up. Now, forget about the girl shooting the shotgun. If you follow the trail as it's moving up, look at that black dot right there, and it looks like there's a door. And if you look, it looks like that is actually a camouflage building. And it looks like someone's either walking in or going out or peeking their head out of the door right there. Someone's definitely moving over there. Something is moving over there. And that doesn't look like normal woods. At first glance, it looked like a weird wood, structure. But it looks like somebody built a camouflage village in the middle there. Maybe it's only a few people and they're living out in the wilderness like that. But that's what that looks like. If you look at all there, that might be a mini town. They might have ran, making this run into a military outpost, something that resembles that. And they ran into a few survivors in the woods. And that could be all it is. It could be a new story that they put into the show where they run into these other survivors. And it's pretty much just like wrong place, wrong time, fend for yourself type thing. I like that. I don't think this is something they're including into the story that's actually going to branch out and become some big epic, part of the story. But I believe it's just that, two people, just wrong place, wrong time. We see these walkers, which is really cool. They look like dirty, covered up. Something could have even broke over there, causing the walkers to... Wait a minute, what is that? That's a wall of some kind. It looks like some type of wall or barrier fell down. Actually, that looks like it's a cord with like a tarp. So that could have been some kind of structure that was hiding all these walkers. Like maybe they were getting supplies and a whole shitload of walkers knocked that down and just surprised the hell out of them. It might not be a wall per se, but it could have just been a obstruction, because it looks like, look at it, it looks like it's in the middle of being crushed down. Now here's Tara. Look in the back. That looks like it's a wire or rope of some sort. They could have a little village hut thing out in the middle of this woods, and those could be used to hold up camouflage, maybe draped over where their little huts are. And it looks like Tara somehow gets the shotgun off the girl / or guy, and she doesn't want to kill the person, which makes me believe that this is somebody who's surviving out there, you know what I'm saying? So she decides to gun butt them instead. I don't know, do we need that? Do we need more characters? Maybe she gun butts them and leaves them there. You don't need characters to always die off. They can enter the story, get, a gun butt to the face, and then Tara can leave and take the supplies back home. Alright, that's long as hell. I'm gonna end this. So listen, those are just my thoughts on some of the different clips. Yes, I do need to still analyze a lot, look at the story because that plays a big part in it. Look at the story, what do I think they're doing, and then I need to come back and put together like an episode guide / episode prediction and a story prediction. So I'm definitely going to be following up this video with a whole bunch of predictions for what's coming up in The Walking Dead Season 7. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the trailer, an analyzed look. Leave your thoughts, opinions, predictions, theories, put those all down in the comment box. I'm done talking, it's your turn.
Subscribe now.